All right, lower body exercises today. Make sure you've done your warm up. We're just gonna take a few exercises and do them all together and then repeat that a couple times. So I'm gonna show you what those look like. First, you need a dumbbell, and I would suggest picking up your heaviest dumbbell. You could also always put two of them together. It just makes it a little bit harder to get a hold of. These are kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings. So if you have a kettlebell, it's a lot easier to do them with, but you can also do them just using a dumbbell. So I'm gonna pick up my 10-pound dumbbell here. Okay, we're gonna come into a squat position. So feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Spread those toes out, spread the feet out, keep that long spine. I want you to start to just shift your hips back and then bring your hips forward. Hips back, hips forward. As you do that, that dumbbell is just gonna start to swing in front of you. And as you start to go higher with the dumbbell, I want you to get your hips lower, and I really want you to reach your butt back to the wall behind you and drive your hips to the wall in front of you. So I'm gonna go sideways so you guys can see what that looks like. So it's here. You are going into a pretty good squat, but you're not letting that upper body drop down all the way, but you're not just bending through those knees. So you are literally swinging this dumbbell out in front of you like this. So I'm not lifting this dumbbell at all. My upper body's not doing any work. It's just the momentum of my legs that's getting that dumbbell to swing. So, all right, let's do the full thing. We're gonna do 15 of them here. So start to get going, and we're gonna count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should start to feel your heart start to beat a little bit faster. There's a lot of cardio in dumbbell swings. The dumbbell swings are actually part of your sit workout too. Okay, one more time. Good. All right, now we're doing a goblet squat. So grab onto the dumbbell right here at the butt end and hold it right in front of you. Those feet are a little bit wider again, toes and knees slightly turned out. You're not as wide as you are in a plie, but those toes and knees are still turned out just a little bit. And you're gonna bend the knees, try to bring your elbows to your thighs and then press through your feet and then stand back up. So down and then up, down and then up. The chest stays tall. You're driving the floor away with your feet equally, almost like you're trying to rip two paper towels apart. Push. Shoulders down away from those ears. Make sure you're breathing, squeezing at the top, but try not to thrust your hips forward at the top, just squeeze at the top. Give me 3 and 2, last 1. Good. You can keep a hold of your dumbbell, which is going to make the curtsy squat a little bit harder, but it does ground you a little bit for balance. Or you can set your dumbbell down. So I'm going to come over here to the right side of my mat, grab a hold of the weight right here, and I'm going to do a curtsy squat. So I'm going to step behind my leg, bend through the knees, and then come back up. Step back behind, bend through both knees, step back to the middle. Reach, bend, middle, like you're doing a curtsy. We're gonna do 10 of these. Try to keep the knees pointing forward. We're over halfway. Here's 7, 8, 9, one more time, 10. Good, I'm just gonna move to the other side of my mat. All right, so other direction, step behind, get your balance, bend through the knees, come back to the middle. Step behind, bend, middle. You can do these a little bit slower and watch that balance if you need to, or you can do them a little bit faster, but you always want to maintain control. Give me 3, 2, 1. Good. Like I said, any of these exercises you can do no weight also. Weight just makes it a little bit harder. All right, holding the weight in front of you again, alternating front lunge. So we're gonna step to the front, press back, step to the front, press back. You wanna do these pretty quickly. Very similar to the dumbbell swings. They're gonna get your heart rate up Now you can slow it down if you need to. If it bothers your knees, you can always just go into a static lunge and just go up and down like that. If anybody ever needs modifications, just have to ask me. For 3, long spine, core is engaged. 2, 1, and 1. Good. Just a reminder, when I say core engaged, you want to feel like your abdominals are wrapping in and coming up. You don't want to just shove your belly button to your spine. You want to feel like everything is coming into the midline and pulling up all at the same time. All right, we have good morning. So you can keep the weight and put it on your back, or just put your hands behind your back like this. This is the version I'm going to show you. But if you want to make it a little bit harder, put the weight right here and hold it right here on your back. So fingertips behind your head. Your distance of your feet is just about hip distance apart. So about like that. Okay? You have a long spine. It is essentially a Romanian deadlift, but you're keeping your legs straight and you're keeping your spine long. So it's a slight bend in the knees. Don't let them bend anymore. You're gonna hinge forward from the hips. Once you can't go any further without bending your spine, you squeeze your glutes and you pull back up. So you go down, back up. So it's all back body. You should feel that posterior chain working. Lots of core to keep that spine reaching long and to keep that hinge coming from the hips. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings and your inner thighs. So squeeze those legs together as you come back up. For 3, 2, last 1. Good. Those were the good mornings. Now we just have classic calf raises. So find a wall. Get yourself angled back away from the wall. You're going to push those heels to the floor and then lift your heels to the ceiling. Push to the floor, lift to the ceiling. Push to the floor, lift to the ceiling. So if you stood right up against the wall, this is only your range of motion right here. So when we step back away from the wall, we just increase that range of motion. And we also get a little bit of work on the front of the thigh, or the shin. So it's really, really good for knee strength to do these exercises. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, there's your set of exercises. Repeat this 1, 2, 3 more times, whatever you have time for. Y'all did great today.